what, 9.2 million? Ridiculous.
Here we go.
His nickname is Superbad.
Oh, I hope we don't lose everything. I'm gonna feel like a jackass.
What kind of things do they do in an establishment called Silk? Pretty sure she gets a lot of comments about how f***ing hot she is, so she's probably tired of them. But
Well, you kind of had to suspect that that's what was going on anyway.
there's no reason he shouldn't have qualified. I guess he crashed on it twice.
Throwing
Yes.
that at the wall and seeing if it sticks.
This is the Talkin Moto podcast. Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome to the Talkin Moto podcast, presented by ScottKingDesigns.com. Monday, January 12th, 2015. Round 2 done in the books. As always, we got the crew together. Jason, Jeff. Welcome, boys.
Howdy.
So,
Hi.
Jeff's going to fix his iPad tonight during the show.
It's already done.
Oh, it's already done. Ready
I'm
to go.
lickety-spliff.
Ain't messing around. But,
I've gotten so good at it. I've done it like 4 times now, so.
now, you fixed the same iPad 4 times, or you're on your
Yeah.
4th different iPad?
No, same iPad, and I keep putting new screens on it.
Does the kiddo keep breaking it, or what?
No, the screens are just super cheap quality, and the ribbon that connects them to the computer part of the iPad snaps off. So, I I try to return it. They tell me it's installed improperly. So I go to Amazon and dispute the charge, and then get my money back and all
Work in
that
the
fun
system.
stuff.
Awesome. Well, as always,
Pretty easy. If you got an iPad that takes a dump on you, just try to fix it. If that's what it is, it's pretty easy.
Well, you're not out anything if it doesn't work,
It-
unless you wreck something else.
It's not like a Samsung S5. Those are not very easy to fix.
But is it fixable?
No, not with a heat gun. We tried one at work the other day, and it was a disaster. An absolute disaster.
Melted
We ended up with a
together.
melted hunk of glass smashed into adhesive, and an LCD cracked into 1,000 pieces. It was pretty fun, though.
Good time. Let's see. But as always, got to thank everyone for helping us out. Mike at MB1, Motokazi, Matt down at Plainview Power Sports, Clayton at Fine Tune Motorsports, Jason with the Northland MX, Andy and Chad at the Open Mic Podcast, and Scott King Designs.
Hey, speaking of Clayton,
Yeah.
sorry to jump in here, but
No.
what was his deal? He was down at in Phoenix?
I think
Does anyone know?
I think half of Minnesota was down in Phoenix, but us.
Well, he was there
I think we were the only ones left here.
Yeah, Jenny was down there. Clayton was down there.
Have you guys ever taken a magnet and put it next to your phone?
Yes, it's not good for them.
No, mine switches screens. Mine automatically brings up my home screen in like a little set-in window. That's kind of weird.
Just
Wow.
keep doing it. See how long that thing lasts.
I will. Oh, it doesn't look like it's bad
I
for
wish
it.
work
It just
bought
looks
me
like it's-
phones so I could go through them like you guys go through them.
We pay for them. We just don't pay for the monthly
Well, then
fee.
you're idiots. I wish I was an idiot so I could wreck my phones like you guys
Yeah.
wreck your phones.
When,
Yeah, start being an idiot.
when I used to have Verizon,
I kind of am one.
I used to throw my Verizon phone across the shop floor all the time.
Poof, I couldn't do that with this one. Phones are way too delicate nowadays.
Yeah, that thing was pretty tough though. This was back in the flip phone days, so
Strongest phone ever. The old Nokias. You
Yeah.
couldn't beat them things, man. You could run them over and pick them up and use them.
It's funny how that works, isn't it? How electronics, when they first come out, they're built like a brick shithouse. Like even old computers, like those things were tanks. Couldn't break them. You could drop them 4 times and they'd be fine. And now any kind of electronic, you look at it wrong and it's broken.
It's true.
Shouldn't they get tougher? Shouldn't that be the evolution of them, is to get better?
Yeah, but
No, you have to consider the people that are making them.
I suppose when they're so cheap, they used to be $10,000 for a computer or whatever. So you didn't really
Yeah, it was the size of my house.
replace them. Yeah.
the old brick phone.
That's the computer that Scott has.
The
It's
brick.
still the size of my house.
Takes up a couple of rooms.
Yep.
Don't judge me.
I'm not judging. Don't
Okay.
get defensive.
So this weekend, I'm not gonna make it. You are gonna go to the banquet, right, Jason? Are you still planning on it? Oh,
You're funny.
okay. So Talkin Moto podcast.
No, I'm not going. I don't have a ticket. I can't go.
If you are going to the banquet, it is this weekend. It is at Treasure Island Casino. 4 to 6 happy hour. Dinner's at 6. If you need some more information, it's armca.org.
Org.
Booyah!
No, I totally dropped the ball on getting tickets, and honestly, I did not expect them to sell it out. So, but they did. So good for them.
Cool.
I figured you have to go, Mr. Rep.
Why do I? Unless somebody's paying me to go, I'm not going.
You should get in for free.
I was asked to be the bouncer, but I didn't really want to do that. So
What, are they going to serve alcohol at this establishment?
no, but they have to turn people away that don't have tickets.
Ah, get out. Get out. I did talk to someone today. Hang on.
Next year, it's going to be at the Mermaid. I'll be at that one.
What is the mermaid?
Just let me know when it's at the KOD.
Is this thing on? I think Mermaid's as close as you're going to get.
Is this new? Where is this place?
You've never heard of the Mermaid?
Not of the mermaid. I know KOD.
Scotty to the Merman.
Dude, the Mermaid's been around forever, dude.
Dang, I'm missing out then.
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, so your brother calls his kid TJ, huh?
Who?
Your
My
bro.
brother?
Yeah.
Sometimes. Sometimes. Why?
I don't know. That's just, we tried to get. I tried to start calling
I
Thor
call
that, but it never stuck. Funny how that works.
I call him TJ. Sometimes. Actually, I've never heard anybody but me call him TJ, but
Really?
yeah.
Oh my God! I just saw the most disgusting thing ever.
What you got?
I got
Eat
an
a booger?
X-ray of obviously a woman. It's looking right at her pelvis area, and there is a snake inside her. And it's not like just part of a
Sounds
snake; it's
hot.
an entire snake. So,
Entertaining?
pretty sure that snake went in the out and is inside her something. That's disgusting. I don't want to see that ever again.
Shoot. Let's see here. I talked with Derek Gibson today on my way home from work, and he's going to donate a couple paintings or his charcoal drawings as a couple prizes for the Fantasy Supercross.
Wow,
So that's,
Holy shit. I mean, damn.
those are cool.
yeah. So he's supposed to be sending those out. He said this week, so, but I don't know yet which ones. He told me, but I sent him a text with my address, and I wanted to verify which ones before I told everybody. So I'm not gonna say till I get them or he texts me back. But he said he was gonna give us a couple of them. So
God, I'm going to have to start trying.
Yeah, I guess I have something. We better rig this.
Well,
I need to win, Scotty. What's it going to cost me?
Well, okay, let's back up. What it's going to take is someone that knows how to add and can keep
Yeah.
track of everything.
Wow.
I left your math on mine, though, giving me 21 points.
Wow. I felt bad.
I'm thinking Scotty needs a new calculator. Let's take up a collection.
I'm like, oh man, guys are brutal on Facebook. But, I was like,
I was trying to decide if you actually took my comment seriously.
oh man. So I don't know what the.
Because honestly, I never even looked at it. I just put that on there as a joke, and the next thing I know, I'm like, hey, I'm in second. Sweet. Or third, or something like that.
I don't.
like, damn.
Well, Outlook would help me quite a bit. I have it at work, but I don't have it at home. So I could make like a spreadsheet and just dump everything in there. So I think for some stupid reason, what I did was, like, some people didn't get any points in the first round, but they got points in the second round, or vice versa. And like when I was adding everything up, I was just looking at, say, second rounds. So, and I didn't transfer any of the numbers across. So it was, yeah, like Jason, I don't think you've gotten any in the 250 class. But yet,
No.
before I fixed it, you had points in the 250 class when those were your 450 points. It was a mess. It was a mess. Of course, it was like 2:30 Sunday morning when I was messing with everything.
I'm focusing on the 450 class.
It is kind of weird because that one, I don't know if it makes sense or not, but I think Will's actually winning that one. He's got like 83 points. He's got like 20 points over.
Yeah, Will's cheap.
So
How much did Will pay you? There's no way Will's doing that well.
I don't know, man. He already submitted his picks for next week already. So
Friggin' cops.
so and then in 250 class, it's like there's, what is it, 45, I think. And Jason, you're right in there. I think you got, no, you don't have it in that one. You got 43 in the other one.
Yes.
You gotta look. I'm looking. So, yeah, I think we're good now. So I'll either, one, have to figure a better way of doing it, or try to get Outlook or get a grid system going. So we should be good now. So stop with
You
the
don't
hate
have
mail.
Excel?
I don't. Pretty sure I don't.
Excel would fix that right up for you. How do you not? I thought every computer ever made had Excel on it.
Not when you have one as big as a house. Hang on.
I'm pretty sure it was still around back then.
Let's see. It looks like I have something on my computer Excel related. I don't think I have the Maybe I do. All right. Well, I'll work on it. What else we got?
Just like you're working on that intro, huh?
I haven't touched anything.
Oh!
Snap.
Dang.
You want? I'll put it in. We can put it in.
Put it in! I didn't waste a Sunday afternoon for nothing.
How about we can close tonight's show with, your subscription has ended. See? How can your subscription end when you never started?
Well, there's your problem.
I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
So what'd you guys think of the racing? What'd you think of the track?
Damn good. Damn good. I liked it because it produced good racing.
What were the lap times? I didn't even see it, but it seemed like it was better. It wasn't like in the upper 40s. It was
No, I think Roxon.
like upper 50s, wasn't it?
I think it was
55.
like mid 50s.
Yeah. It seemed like it was pretty technical. Like there was a couple. I like those little, like those super tight, like triples. You could double single them,
I
or
like
guys
those
were
too.
tripling them. A lot of them. They're like right out of
Yeah.
the corners. They looked like they were really tough to do,
Huh?
and guys were screwing them quite often. And then another guy would, do it and dive under him. It was pretty fun. There was some good. It was a really good racetrack, but how come there were still guys in their frickin' interviews saying, "Oh, it was hard to pass there. It was hard to pass." Well, the guys for the lead changed lead, pass each other 4 or 5 times.
Well, that's what
Don't
you're
give me
going to
that
say
crap
when
that
you
it's hard
can't,
to pass.
you can't get around them. That's
Yeah,
what
when you
you're
can't.
Yeah.
See,
Those guys that who was it? Barsha started, or Jason Anderson started 14th and finished 6th. Well,
Yeah.
he passed 8 guys. They were all good guys, so you can't say you couldn't pass out there. I get so sick of hearing that from all these guys. Well, I shouldn't say all these guys, but the guys that suck passing evidently, or
Even Ricky said at some point, "Oh, with these 100 turns, it's going to be really hard to pass on this track." It's like, oh, you bitch when they're all 90 degrees. You bitch when they're 180 degrees. What are they supposed to be? You want it to be a big oval?
I didn't like the whoops were awesome because they were huge, but the turn after them kind of sucked because it was a 90 and people were just they were just chopping the corner, so you couldn't get inside of anyone there. Even if you got a good drive through the whoops, they just come over on you and chop off the line. And if that would have been a 180 after the whoops, it could have made for some awesome passes.
Yes.
But pretty good track overall. I mean, the first 9 laps or so of the main event were pretty good.
I was wishing I was at the bar. I'm like, oh, this would be an awesome bar race. Get all.
I think
tuned
what
up.
made it really fun for me is that the commentators were, I couldn't hear them because I was at Matt's house and we were talking so loud we couldn't hear them.
That makes a big difference.
Jeff, what were you talking about after the whoops?
Yeah. It was like a 90-degree turn.
Oh, and then they did like that step up, step down, triple thing.
I remember, what do you call it? I think Reed got a good drive through there with Brayton, and Reed looked like he was on the outside coming into the turn after the whoops, but he looked like he got a good enough drive to make the pass. But then Brayton snuck up the inside and then just drove him straight out over the next roller because they were kind of rolling. I'm trying to think of what it was after that. It was like a left, and then they just rolled. I think it was one of those triples.
Yeah, I was gonna say I know
But most of the guys.
that first triple, and then Brayton kind of pushed him up high, and then Reed like tripled right into the inside of him, which I thought was pretty good. Pretty good.
Yeah, I don't know. I just thought that it was cool that the whoops were huge, though. I mean, that definitely made a big difference. There were some guys that were making up several bike lengths in them. But then there's guys that would botch them, too. Or there's guys that rode the whole track like a whoop section, like Weston Pike. He didn't care. He whooped every section out there. He was just whooping them, like no rhythm, just bouncing off the faces of them.
Oh man.
Did you guys see the Weston Pike meme today?
Mm-mm.
So it's just a picture of Weston Pike, and it says, Chuck Norris, who the hell is she?
I was gonna say there was a bunch about. I was reading the Racer X comments, and they were talking about how he broke bone in his foot or something, and someone said he went home and punched that bone in his foot for an hour for being such a pussy.
Yeah, I love that. The guy goes, "It's like a hangnail for me."
Yeah.
Did you see him almost like auger himself into the ground off that triple?
Like the one where there was an
That's when
on-off?
he broke his foot.
Oh, I'm thinking maybe earlier in the race I saw him. Maybe it was in a heat race even, because he was hauling in the heat races too. Or whatever. It might have been the semi, but that on-off section where there was 2 tabletops, he botched one of those. It looked
No,
like it could have been ugly.
This was I'm looking at it right now. What is this? Didn't they come? I think it was after those triples that we're talking about. The triple and then the 90, tripled and kind of the or 180 and then almost a 180 again. And then it was that triple out of that, like the big triple out of the corner. He like went to scrub that thing and almost nose bombed it right into the third one.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's the one that he broke his foot on.
No good.
No. I couldn't believe that some people were actually saying that he had no business being in front of Dungey. It's like, are you serious? The guy's riding his ass off, just hauling the mail.
They did look
Dungey
like
didn't
it
stand
was
a
funny
chance
watching the
against
two
him
different riders because
early
he looked
laps.
like he was on the edge of a huge disaster the whole time, and Dungey was just cruising behind him. But it doesn't. I wish Dungey would ride a little bit more like him, on the edge of disaster.
Ooh, careful. Careful.
Yeah, people are going to get butt hurt.
What do you think about Dungey? Like in the second, I don't know, it was like the third turn, he stuck it in on Tomac. And I thought, holy shit, Dungey's going crazy. He's out there being aggressive. And I thought it was awesome, but he didn't quite get aggressive enough. He left room for Tomac. So, but imagine how different that race could have shaped up if he'd have got in front of Tomac and maybe actually challenged for the. He ended up getting shuffled back. But what could have been?
What could have been?
The world may never know.
What'd you think of Pike's? That was pretty cool when he was coming into that corner and rode a big old endo, getting on the binders.
That's awesome.
Yeah. It seemed like we were talking about Pike being a little out of control, but there was a lot of guys casing jumps. I saw Reed coming up short on some jumps, and Tomac just came up short on. I'm just watching the highlights here, and he came up short on the little triples, but it looked like guys were missing a few times out there.
Bound to happen on a track like that.
Yeah. So after the whoops, Scotty, it was a 90-degree left turn with one of those 3-5-3 jumps, you know? 3 foot, 5 foot, 3 foot.
Yeah, I
So-
gotcha.
I know there was a lot of cool sections on that track. It was not your cookie cutter Supercross track.
No, I mean, I don't know. I obviously wasn't there, but I mean, from what I saw, I thought it was great. Looked like there was options, and you know that section we're talking about, you could do, you know, the single, double, or whatever if someone's in front of you, and or triple, and I think even what they were saying that was first base side. You know, that long rhythm section, there was a couple guys doing a few different options, and then when they got to the end, it seemed like they were, you know, pretty close, or if you didn't screw it up, you were right there with the guy anyway, so I thought it was good.
It was good.
Best track of the year
I couldn't
so far.
believe. No, that's not saying much. But the difference in the dirt from your normal Phoenix track was quite impressive, I thought.
Did you catch any at practice?
Negative.
Oh, Matt looked at it and it was just a mud fest.
That's what I
So-
heard.
They must have, from what I heard, that they, you know, whatever. I think Amy was posting updates, but they opened the roof to try to dry out the track, and then it started pouring. And I'm guessing it takes a little bit to close that roof, so I'm guessing it got pretty wet.
I don't remember it taking that long. I've been in there for a World Series game actually, and they opened the roof, and about halfway through they closed the roof, and it didn't take that long.
Yeah, maybe it took that long to get a decision made, you know?
Yeah, probably had to call the governor.
Yeah.
He had to call the president. He had to call the United Nations.
Whoa.
Too far? Yeah, too
I'm
far.
trying to. Let's see, Tomac. Of course you wouldn't have him on here. Why would you? I'm on a mission here. Pike, 55. Yeah, Pike was cruising. I think he was right up there with Roxon and Tomac for laps. 55.7 was his best lap.
I think he had a pretty solid pace going.
55.9 was the best for Dunge. Tomac 55.3. But oh well. Yeah, so I saw that on Racer X with Pike in his foot, and then when I got home, I was on Instagram and I seen that whatever, he's getting a screw put in and he's gonna race this weekend. Why the giggles? What happened?
This this swords guy on Discovery Channel just cracks me up.
Swords.
Just the way he talks is hilarious. I want one too.
Did you say that Pike's gonna have surgery?
He said on his Instagram he's getting a screw put in tomorrow, and it said that he was gonna hopefully be ready for this weekend.
Surgery.
Depending on what he broke in his foot, I mean, I would imagine that it's not that big a deal.
I also
Not for him.
saw a photo today of some guy in the stands with a giant sign that said "Let Stewart ride," and it angered me.
Get over it.
Yeah, so it's not happening.
It's a lot funnier seeing him sitting on his couch on Saturday night in his gear.
That was pretty funny.
I don't know. I'm kind of over all of, not that, but like, ever commented on anyone on Instagram that's somewhat popular?
No.
You don't get blocked, but you can't. You like, I'll comment something and then I'll throw like, our the at Talkin Moto podcast, and then like as soon as you send it, it gives you a little, it's been like disabled or blocked or some shit like that. Jerks. But it is what it is.
Is what it is.
Do you guys talk to Logan or Cody at all?
I have not.
I know it was Logan, Cody, and is it Dylan Wolf? Is that right? They tried the
No.
Arena Cross this weekend.
No.
I was actually messaging Mike a little bit today because I was just curious to see like how many guys tried to qualify for Arena Cross. Any guess? So they're
How many guys total?
yeah, total.
In what class? Or
You can go both.
and are you counting super many?
Nope, just Arena Cross and then the Arena Cross lights.
I'm gonna say 300.
Close. 107 for the Arena Cross.
That's not close.
I think
really
you
not
didn't
all that
pick up on his sarcasm.
Apparently not. But we know how Scott does math. He probably does think that was close.
I know. Yeah. But yeah, I just thought that was kind of interesting. Yeah, there was 107 in the Arena Cross class and like 96 in the lights. I thought Mike said he said sometimes they'll do more, but it's usually they only take 80 for a Supercross.
Dylan Wolf was at Cedar Lake last time I was over there and just totally hauling the mail. I mean, he blew by me a
What happened?
position and cried myself to sleep.
That was perfect. You cut out for most of it, but we heard and cry myself to sleep.
That's all I was getting at.
Now they did some changes, right? Someone posted a video. I didn't watch it yet.
It might have been Jason. No, who was it? It was that Caleb Decari.
I don't know. It's like DeCarel.
There you go.
I shared it
I will have to go back.
for the world to see.
I'm bummed they're not. Well, yeah, they're not coming anywhere close. I think the closest one is this weekend. I think they're in Grand Rapids, Michigan. Which
Ooh, that's, get in your rowboat or put on your ice skates, I suppose.
you guys have any plans on going to any Supercrosses this year?
Highly doubtful, unless somebody's going to pay my way.
I want to.
Way too many projects requiring way too much money at this point.
I can understand. Let's
Well, we missed out on the van deal, Jason.
Yep.
Did you see who bought it?
You told me who bought it.
I did. Oh yeah, that's right. It happened after my appointment.
Did someone come pull the rug out from underneath you?
Nah, the guy that originally was looking at it and called me about it is who ended up buying it. But I mean, it's a sweet deal. I'm glad someone got it because that was a hell of a deal. But
So who had the van? Is someone you found or?
I-State Truck Center over in Inver Grove Heights. Was their parts van evidently that they were getting rid of. But $500 for a diesel Sprinter. That's not too shabby.
Nothing was wrong with it?
Nothing really that they knew of. It ran and drive when they parked it. It just hadn't been started in a while, so it was kind of. I'm sure it's gelled up, and it's been freaking cold outside. So
It used to drive
yeah,
and
we
run
drove it one time,
when we
but it
parked.
shit only had 160,000 miles on it on that 5-cylinder diesel. That's just getting broke in.
Speaking of 100,
Probably a pretty sweet deal. I just spent a lot more money on a vehicle I can't drive, so.
Yeah.
but it's got.
If I didn't have a motorhome, I would have bought that in a heartbeat.
Speaking of 167,000 miles. No, 162,000 miles. The little yellow Ford Focus.
Did it die yet?
No, but it
Oh.
sounds really bad when I hit the brakes. We
Oh, that's easy.
needed brakes a long time ago. Still got the original brakes on that
Fix the
baby.
brakes, man. Oh my God.
Is that good or really bad?
I don't imagine it takes much to stop that
comment.
little pea shooter.
I don't know.
Yeah, but it's got a trailer hitch.
Hey, don't judge.
I replaced the brakes in my car at 80, the back brakes, and those take a long time. That thing's got like 85,000 miles, and they were shot finally, but that's the backs, and they last about, I don't know, 4 or 5 times as long as the fronts. Maybe 3 times as long as the fronts, I don't know.
Yeah, no, so that's. I think that's this weekend's project. So.
I think you should burn that thing down.
Why? No, it's paid for. The only thing that really sucks now is it's stuck on defrost. So when it's been really cold, my face is on fire, but my toes are frozen. And it takes me like a half hour to get to work. So by the time I get to
all you
work,
gotta do is take a dryer duct and run that hose up, put it on top of your defroster, and then run that down by your feet, and you're set. Or you could fix it.
whoa,
It probably
whoa,
doesn't cost that much.
let's not get carried away here.
I bet that'd
God,
be
it
no
sucks
fun to
being-
fix too, because that's probably in the That'd be like, isn't that usually vacuum operated that switches it?
I have no
Or
idea.
is that old?
Yeah, it's probably vacuum.
Yeah, your vacuum line probably rotted off.
So I probably have to take the back tire off to change it?
Oh, more than likely
No.
on that Ford.
Ah, dang it.
You got to take your back tire off anyway to put new brakes in it.
I don't need new back brakes.
Oh, I'm sure you do.
Oh, no. I think I've already done the back brakes on that.
Why on earth would you have done the backs but not the fronts?
No, it's either back brakes or we put in a new... I don't know.
That's how some vehicles are. My truck goes through rear brakes faster than it goes through front brakes. Never been able to figure that one out. It's a Chevy thing.
Chris says it's vacuum. Vacuum control switch. Ay, ay, ay.
Which means it's easy.
No, it's not.
Just got to find it.
The fix itself is easy. It's finding it that's a pain. But there's this thing called Google, which can get you the answer to any question you may ever have.
Oh, that's quite true.
And you can probably find a YouTube video on somebody changing one or replacing one.
Oh, you for sure can. You can find a YouTube video on anything. And if you can't find it, then you got to go to RedTube, and you'll find it there.
If you don't find it there, go to XTube.
If you can't find it there, go to YouPorn.
You might want to try YouPorn before XTube.
The links will be in the description.
Whoa.
I don't want to...
Links will be up on the website later.
The internet can be a scary place. I don't want to get you guys lost, steer you in the wrong direction. So, let's see. Okay. Did you see that little hoodie thing that I posted up? You guys see that on the website? I'm going to say
No.
Nope.
no. So what I want to do,
Negatory.
and I think I have it at, I think they're $46, maybe. It'd be a hoodie, nice quality hoodie, Talkin Moto on the front, and on the back, I'll put your whoa, no burps. Name and number.
I see you're allowed. I'm not.
Oh, I didn't mean it that way. No. Chris is getting technical. But yeah, so I'm working on that. Got shirts on the website. If you guys want shirts. What else we got? Stickers. I'm working on the stickers, so you'll start seeing links up on the website. So if you guys are on there, check it out. Be awesome.
Sweet.
So I got that out of the way. The banquet's out of the way. Do we want to talk about my Facebook comment?
It's your show.
Some lady got upset with me. And
I never saw it, so...
Jason, you told me about the interview, but like I didn't catch them on Saturday, and then I watched the races again last night, but I never caught any interviews. But I had posted that Dungey was a 2015 follow the leader champion. Some lady on the Talkin Moto Facebook page yelled at me.
I don't think she really yelled at you. It wasn't like it was all in caps or anything.
True. Good point. But I don't know. It's just I'm gonna go out and say, and I don't know anything about riding a dirt bike or anything. I'm just mumbling. Here's what I think is gonna happen. I think Roxon's gonna win this year. And Tomac's going to get second. Dungey's going to get third. Kennard and Millsaps. That's my top 5 for the end of the year.
I think it's way too early.
Negative. I'm calling it right now. That would be a...
What is
wrong.
What's your beef with Dungey? Like, is it just you just want to see him do better, or do you not like him?
No, I totally like Dungey. It's just it's
Well,
like
I shouldn't say not like him because that's kind of stupid because obviously none of us know him. But
no, it's just like
that's not what I meant.
what happened on Saturday. It's like he's right there second, and it's just like everyone else seems to be just a little bit more aggressive than he is, and he gets kind of shuffled back. And then sometimes he works his way up, but it's just like why is it that, say, Kennard has no problem getting around Pike or whoever, and then Dungey just doesn't seem to be able to get around him as quick as everybody else. Does that make any sense?
Yeah. I mean, I don't know if you can give him any shit for last week because Pike was on it.
Oh yeah, and I'm not saying anything knocking Pike, but it could be anybody, But
What if the guy's just faster than him?
then he's just faster than he is. Like, I think if
Can't win them all, Scott.
sure you can.
You can try, but I think Dungey's. I mean, he's not in a bad spot. I don't know what his points are, if it's second or third, but
Second. I think Roxon's 11 up. Dungey's second. I don't remember the rest of the order.
thing is, he's never gonna really be like. I don't think he's ever gonna be super exciting. He's not gonna, and by that I mean like, he's not gonna have a lot of drama around him, like crashes or spectacular get-offs, or big mistakes or whatever. He's just gonna plug along.
It's just not what he does. He's
Kill us
Mr.
with kindness.
Consistent, and he's the only guy out there that can finish. Well, nowadays he's the only guy out there that can finish second, third, fourth every week and get crap for it.
I'm giving him crap.
Yep, you are.
A couple years ago I was with you, but now it's to the point where, you know what? If that's what he does and he's making a living doing it, I shouldn't bring that part up, but, obviously he's doing something right because he's always in the top 5 unless he has a problem. So.
See, I said that to Matt, too, this weekend. I'm like, the dude's riding within his ability. He's safe. He's not getting hurt. He's making a really good living. He's top 3, finishing the series in the, second, third. And probably, maybe he's happy with that. Can't really, he's going to have a long career.
Right.
What injuries has he had? Guy's never really been hurt.
Yeah, I was gonna
Broke
say.
his collarbone
Yeah.
and raced like 3 weeks later. He missed 2 races or something because of it. So, I don't know.
I agree with
it's
you,
hard
Matt.
to say.
It is hard to be a Dungey fan. I don't consider myself a Dungey fan. I don't consider myself a fan of anybody, really, but it does make it hard to be a fan of him, but on the other hand, we give Stewart crap all the time for going out there and hauling ass and then crashing his brains out. So
That's what level he's at?
Right. That's kind of
Wow.
that's kind of what I was thinking about earlier when I brought up that guy, the Let Stewart Ride poster. Just curious to see where he would fall into place. Or if he'd be crashed out already. But
well, it's really hard to say because we haven't seen him ride Supercross in forever, it seems like.
right.
Think about this. Last year at Anaheim 1, he started in like 7th or 8th and caught and was going to pass Roxon. I think he's faster than those guys, for sure. He's just obviously has issues. But faster, yes, for sure.
I would throw this out there though. It seems to me that this year there's some guys that are a lot tougher to get around than last year. I don't think you're going to see people get out of his way like they used to.
Well, I think that like we talked about last week, look at the field. All 20 of the 22 riders are very well-known riders in our sport, and they're not slouches, you know? I mean, they're not obviously top-tier talent, but they're really good. So it's going to be a lot harder to come through the pack in this field. No, I don't think that. I mean, I still think Stewart's faster than. He's got the ability to go faster than all those guys. But whether he could do it for an entire race, that's a huge question mark.
Yeah, and
it doesn't matter at this point, 'cause
much
he's-
less an entire season.
Yeah.
Damn it, we're talking about Stewart. What's wrong with
Yeah.
us?
He's a non-factor.
Up next, it's the Villapoto Hour.
Oh, speaking of that, I got a beef with Transworld. Like, what's with their posting? Like, you won't believe how fast Villapoto's going.
I just saw that.
It's
Chuckle.
Is he racing? He's at the frickin' practice track. God, like,
He's your buddy.
I don't know. Let's just wait and see what happens when he gets out there.
He's coming back.
I'm super excited about him racing the GPs, but
I bet he doesn't make it.
what
bet he
doesn't
just-
like get there?
Yep. I bet
Plane
he
crash.
just keeps. I bet he.
Jeez.
I wasn't gonna say that. I bet he just keeps feeding off of all this. You won't believe how fast he's going, and he's gonna crash and be done before he ever gets there.
Speaking of whatever happened to his little brother? Do we know? I've been living
Plane
under a
crash.
rock.
Actually, I heard that was a train crash.
Oh, that is. They just jump out in front of you. Oh, shoot.
No, wasn't he doing the Road to Supercross or something last year? Or was he in Canada?
The last I heard anything was Canada, and that was like 2 summers ago.
Kinda.
Yeah. Maybe he's living off his brother's money.
Nothing wrong with
I
that.
would be. I wouldn't have a job or try to race.
Can we
Like,
do
hey,
away
bro.
with the frickin' Road to Supercross?
We can.
Good. Thank you.
Just
Enough
It's gone.
the title. Is that what
You
you're-
know what? Just take Ricky Carmichael's name out of it, and I'll feel better about it.
What the hell's that noise? Is that bubbling like that?
I seen Bowers.
Your house is sinking.
Should probably get out, Jeff. Quickly. The walls are caving
I hear
in.
water bubbling.
To the lifeboats.
Like, if it's anything like this weekend, man, if I looked at it wrong, it started leaking water.
That's a gift.
Like I told Matt, I programmed his DirecTV remote to his TV, and I said, "Now watch, it's going to start leaking water out of it," because I fixed it. Fucking ridiculous.
Oh, shoot. That's funny.
Wow.
I'm not a plumber, turns out.
Gotta stick with what you know.
Sorry, I'm having a sweet tart.
Sorry, I just yelled at my wife. I had to put it on mute.
What are you working on then, Jason? You're building the hot rod from the ground up?
That's one project that hasn't even gotten started yet.
Gotta
Which one are you talking about? Scott.
Yeah, which hot rod are you speaking of?
I know you got the truck, got the trailer, got the dirt bike. What else you got going on?
The truck is priority number one right now.
What year is that hot rod?
That is in '04.
Nice.
Yes, it'll be a lot nicer when it has a new motor in it.
Oh boy. Is the current motor toast?
Jury's out. It's not happy, we'll put it that way.
Do you see what your brother's saying in the chat, Jeff?
Oh, he's probably talking some ish.
He said, "What's going on with Trans World going to say when RV shows up to the GPs and gets his ass beat?"
Well, wow, how fast? Man, you won't believe how fast Caroli's going. That's just it. I mean, no one's over there seeing how fast Caroli's going, so who knows? But I'm excited to see the face-off. I wouldn't be surprised if Poto beats his ass, but, you know, I certainly wouldn't be surprised if it went the other way either, so it's hard to say. Just looking forward to it. I hope Caroli, like, doesn't just lay down, you know, like, just like this weekend, you know, I was watching the race and I thought to myself, you know, Roxon's probably like, this guy's got me today, you know, after the 7th or 8th lap. He started making a couple mistakes after Tomac got by him, and it looked like he just kind of folded over. And that's what's boring about races in the beginning of the year, or when you've got a point situation like we have, is that Roxon has no incentive to push super hard. He's got a huge points lead on Tomac, so it's not like he's going to go out there and just try to risk wadding himself up just to beat the guy. But it'd be nice if he did have that mentality, just to see what these guys. And maybe as we get further down the season, we'll get that. But
I feel like Tomac was definitely riding with some urgency. I mean, you can tell he's got a hole to dig himself out of, and he knows it. But he also said that he flat wore himself out trying to get around Roxon.
I think Roxon mentioned he was kind of spent too.
Yeah.
So I don't know if it was just because of the really tight, busy track and the battle they had going or what, but of course that is the first real battle either of them had.
Yeah. I know on Saturday afternoon I turned. Actually, I was on Facebook and I seen Amy had posted the photo of her standing in the whoops. And I commented, I'm like, "You call those little bumps whoops?" And then I turned practice on and I caught the tail end of the C group, you know, and they're barely getting through there, and I'm like, holy cow. And then it was like, obviously after C, then it was, I think 450A group was out there, and then they just show those guys, and it was just like, you know, right up on top, hardly looks like nothing. It's like, that's freaking crazy.
I like that roller they had before it too. That kind of slowed them all down.
Yeah.
And set them up. It made it seem like it was difficult to get a wheelie going on into him because you were just coming over a roller and down into him, so it was kind of cool. Definitely looked slow on TV though. Like you see the guys come over the roller and then you expect them to just gas it on the backside, and they just kind of entered him, you know, kind of tiptoed into him. A lot of the 250F guys, it seemed like they were just working on getting through him without doing a Zach Osborne and bouncing around like you're on a bull.
The huckabuck?
Yeah. He got so lucky too that he landed. He like took a pretty good shot from the bike to the chest and upper body, and then got flopped off onto a tough block.
Yeah, that could have been ugly. Yeah, because didn't he like get flipped off and he like did like a 180 spin and he would have landed
Well, he
on
was
his
like
back.
he got bucked and was going forward. Then the bike hit a whoop and came up into him, gave him a pretty good shot. I think that's what did him in and put him into the tough block. But I don't think that's what you want to do when you got a broken thumb. What do you do when you get bucked off your bike? You put your hand out to brace yourself.
Oh, no, you don't.
I do.
You don't do that once you learn not to do that the hard way.
I've got collarbones made of steel, so...
Not worried about collarbones. You break
wrists,
collarbones when your
apparently.
shoulder hits first.
I wasn't too good at tuck and rolling.
Obviously, I'm not either, but
This is different on the track map that I'm looking at, but you were talking about that roller, Jeff, for the whoops. Now, this was after that triple section we've been talking about a lot. It's like they come out of that corner, and it was like a pretty steep, almost like a little tabletop, not really a roller, but they'd hit that, and then they'd land, and then it was like they were just kind of seat bouncing that triple, what I'm talking about.
Yeah, wasn't it shown as a wall on the track map?
Yeah. Oh, there it is. No. This is ass backwards. I'm ass backwards. The track map.
Trap Mac.
The track map that I'm looking at seems to be a little bit... That section, I think, is different, but... But, yeah, I thought that...
How'd you like Barsha's Sea Rider start?
That was pretty impressive, I thought.
I don't know.
It looked like he got out of the gate good, and then... I don't know if it was a shift from second to third, or if it was... I don't know what it was. It was bad, though. I don't know if he just
Speaking of
maybe...
wheelies out of the start, did you guys see the slow-mo of Roxon carrying that wheelie for as long as he did?
Yeah.
I didn't.
His front tire did not start spinning until the hump. Because it was in the air the entire time. Which brings me to my next point. Why the hell are we putting humps on starts? Dumbasses. And let's put the world's biggest tough block on the inside of the first corner so one guy can hit it and push it out into the entire track and block off everybody. And then put it back after it happens 3 times in a row.
What else? Keep going.
Why the hell
Where
don't
did
you
you
guys
see
laugh
this
out
slow-mo?
loud? I hear you snickering, but you don't laugh out loud.
Oh, sorry, LOL.
Radio.
Oh, boy.
Oh, yeah, I see what you're saying now. Yeah, he lays it down right on the backside of the hump.
Seriously. Yeah.
That was nice.
It was pretty
Good.
impressive. I don't remember which race it was, but that Suzuki
That
tough
was a
block took out
s-
2 Suzukis. It was hilarious.
It had to, have
It
been
had to
in
be the semi because he's up there with AJ Catanzaro, and that dude got a
No.
good start in semi.
Yeah, yeah.
I was going to say, yeah, he had a good start.
Because it was in the heat race that Roxon pushed it out in the middle of the track.
Yeah, it was Donkey kicking it. That was pretty funny.
Yeah.
You know,
He gives it the old donkey kicked.
maybe they need to just bring back the hay bale.
No, they just
I would like
need
to see hay
put
all over
a
the
smaller
track. That
tough
would be
block
hilarious.
there.
Yeah.
You don't put the Titanic of tough blocks on the inside of turn 1. I can see putting it there to start with, but when it happens once, we change it. Let's put it back.
Yeah, but could you imagine if they didn't do anything? You'd have to put something there, or they'll just keep cutting across.
I realize something has to be there, but why don't they pile dirt there? Put something there that can't move.
I like where
Like-
this is going, Jason, because
Bulldozer. Put a bulldozer there.
Yes, yes.
let's put
Put spike strips there or something.
a 3-foot pile
Landmines.
of dirt on the inside. Then they're going to lock bars, and then they're going to catapult themselves across the arena. I like where this is going. It could happen.
God, it's so unfortunate that you guys cut out right there. You missed it. I know you missed it.
What?
Maybe you missed it.
You said a 3-foot, and I said dildo, and I guarantee you didn't hear it.
You are correct. I didn't hear it.
Some of the... I better... Okay, we're just going to go to break. All right, guys, we'll be right back. Hey, what is going on, everybody? I just want to say thank you to everyone out there that's been supporting the Talkin Moto podcast. It has been amazing. We have a great group of guys. We have an awesome list of sponsors. So please keep sharing, keep liking, keep spreading the word about the Talkin Moto podcast. And I hope you're enjoying the show. A special thanks to Motokazi.com. Motokazi holds AMA District 23 sanctioned races at both Kellogg and Mankato, as well as hosts the Motokazi Supercross Championship Series, which is all over Minnesota, Iowa, and Wisconsin. They also have organized practice at Kellogg, Jordan, and at Mankato, as well as race schools, so you can get all tuned in on all your riding techniques. Make sure to check out Motokazi.com for more details. We would like to thank Mike from MB1 Suspension. Based out of Corona, California, they offer suspension, engine, and coating services. Please give them a call today at 951-371-5045 or check them out online at mb1suspension.com and make sure to tell them that you heard about them from us on the Talkin Moto podcast. Hey, we got Andy and Chad from The Open Mic. It's a weekly comedy podcast, and they talk about anything and everything, and they usually do. I've been on the podcast a few times, and it is a good time for sure. It's Friday nights, 8 p.m. Central. It's available on iTunes, SoundCloud, Stitcher. There's more information available online at theopenmicpodcast.com. Pro Action by FTM is one of our many great sponsors. FTM offers support to you, the rider, trackside, so when you need it the most, FTM is there for you. Not only do they offer great suspension work, but they also have many other great bike parts and accessories to help you out on the track. So make sure to check them out today at finetune.com. The Talkin Moto podcast is proud to announce that they've teamed up with Plainview Powersports. Plainview Powersports is your Kawasaki motorcycle, ATV, and side-by-side headquarters. Located in Plainview, Minnesota, you can reach them at 507-534-3520 or check them out online at plainview-powersports.com. All right, thanks everyone for listening to us on the Talkin Moto podcast. We really appreciate it. If you can, go on to our website, talkinmoto.com. Support those that are supporting us. Everyone's link is up on the website. We're on Stitcher, we're on iTunes, we're on SoundCloud. Everything gets posted up on YouTube. So please give us a like, share, subscribe, and I hope you're enjoying the show. So let's get back to it. Oh boy. Alright guys, let's see here. I think we have 8 more spots left on the Talkin Moto podcast. Fantasy Supercross. Thanks to Matt down at Plainview Powersports for helping out with that. Working on getting some prizes together. If you didn't catch it earlier, Derek Gibson is going to donate a couple of his drawings, so when I get those, I'll let you guys know which ones we got, and I'm sure we'll get a couple more prizes to give away. Probably going to be some Talkin Moto t-shirts and maybe a hoodie or two. Got to have some stickers too, so working on all that stuff. So if you guys haven't, just head over to talkinmoto.com. click on the Fantasy Supercross and then just sign up. You have to be signed up in order to make your picks or submit your picks. So if you guys are just randomly submitting picks and I check your email and you're not signed up, I'm not going to do anything. So, but got about 8 spots left. Once we hit 50, we're going to shut her down and then that'll be it. So I'm hoping we get our 50. I'm hoping we get some sweet prizes, and I think it'll be good for the guys that taking the time to submit some picks. So that's it. You guys back?
Yes. I've taken some Valium. Calm down. I'm ready for another productive hour.
Sometimes I get nervous. I can't tell if you guys are back or not.
Sometimes it's just fun to sit here and be quiet and listen to you wonder if we're back or not.
Sheer panic. So, shoot, I haven't even checked. I will check right now. I did the Moto Dynasty one. And here's how I submitted my picks for that one. If you guys feel free to copy this awesome idea, is I just went to qualifying and I ran down the order. So whoever qualified first, boop, 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 and I went all the way, filled up the 22 riders. Got like 1,000 points.
Wow.
So that was it. So I should really read the rules because you can submit a ton of people, right? The 22 riders. So I think I don't know if it's that Michael Lieb. Whatever spot he finished, I think it was like 13th. That's what I had him at. Got me like 35 points for that position. So I think maybe the further down the points go up, or there has to be something with if you say you pick him to finish 12th and he finishes 13th, it might be a few less or something. The point seemed really random, but as always, I didn't read the directions. I was just selecting.
As always.
Yeah, no need to read directions. So, hang on. Did you do the Rocky Mountain one this week, Jason?
I did.
How'd that go?
I don't remember. I don't think I got anybody.
Oh, dude, no, I think... Hang on. Back it up. I think I did decent.
What did I miss?
Talking Rocky Mountain Fantasy. Did you do that one?
I did. And I got 0 points.
I kicked ass.
I don't know if I did get 0 points, actually. I might have made that up. I think I might have got 0 points.
I want to be this sword guy.
I got, I had Tomac, Roxon, and Millsaps are the ones I got. So I got 63. Hang on.
How do I see my results? I don't like this. Yeah, I don't think I got anyone right, obviously.
Alright, this is gonna require some effort here. Hang on.
Oh, I got Roxon right. In second.
Jeff, have you seen Meathead Rob Lowe?
Yeah, I have.
What does he remind you of?
Is it someone whose name rhymes with Adam Olsen?
Maybe.
What does he say at the end? His line is hilarious.
He's like, and I say bro, or something like that.
No, he says something about, what is it? I'll find it. It's 2 words that he puts together, and he says something about...
I don't remember.
What is it?
What is this skit from?
Huh?
What are you talking about?
Commercial.
It's I don't even. What is it? I don't remember what it's for.
It's like Geico or something, isn't it? About
Oh,
making decisions or something?
For like
Oh, it's DirecTV.
DirecTV. Yeah.
Oh. Okay.
Oh, he says he's all about picture and sound, and he means that picture and this sound. It's a
Oh, that's
picture of
right.
him and it sound of him lifting.
Oh.
I can't stop saying bro.
And I'm Meathead Rob Lowe.
That's the 9th. That's better.
Oh, damn it. Probably shouldn't do that to my phone.
It'll be fine.
What'll be fine?
Your phone.
You don't know what I just did to it.
4th.
Brownie Arms is the best. Looks like I'm not.
Laura doesn't like him because he's gross. She doesn't like seeing scrawny arms, Rob
He
Lowe.
is gross, but he's hilarious. Actually, I don't. The low self-esteem Rob Lowe is probably my favorite. At the end, when he's waiting for the cable guy to show up, and he goes, "I hope it's not a guy or a girl."
That's funny. Ooh. Do you guys know what's coming this weekend?
No.
Welcome back over Underbridge.
Ooh, boy! Until they take it out.
Bastards. I think it's sweet. It should be at all of them.
Oh man, what happened to my schedule? Where is that?
I thought there was 3 of them it was coming back to.
Oh, that's good.
That's good stuff.
Skinny arms, Rob Lowe is good. Good stuff.
I will agree. Never been all that big a fan of Rob Lowe until now.
Oh.
Hang on. I'm getting sidetracked by shiny things.
So have you guys heard anything about this Motorcycle Life Expo?
I'm going to say negative.
No.
February 28th through March 1st at Canterbury Park in Shakopee. We will be out there, so come out and see us.
What's going on out there?
Who's going to be there?
Kind of like
Erica?
yeah, it's kind of like a. I don't really necessarily want to say it's a bike show, but it's kind of more get out and see vendors and whatnot type of deal.
What's that called again, Jason? Sorry.
I can't. You know what? I cut off the beginning of it when I just took the quick pic of it to have the date on my phone. It's the something Minnesota or Motorcycle Life Expo. But they were kind enough to offer us, being District 23, a booth for free out there. So we're going to set up out there, take some bikes out there, show some stuff off. So it should be a good time.
Did you guys happen to go out there this weekend?
Negative.
Negative. I was watching via the internet.
Brian was out there, though, and his kid won a snowmobile.
Oh, yeah. He was working.
I figured he was working.
It's funny, his kid wasn't even there when they drew his name. He had to drive there because you got to be present to win.
Oh, jeez.
So he kept getting this phone call from a North Dakota number, and he didn't know what it was. And then finally he answered it, and they're like, "Brian, is Noah there?" He's like, yeah, he's here. He'll be here shortly. He could be there." He won the snowmobile.
No, but I am. Is that good enough?
He had to call his sister and say, "Hey, get Noah and get here as fast as you can," and just valet park. I'll pay for your parking. Just get him here.
What?
Pretty cool. I don't know what those things are worth or what they if they're any good, but what the heck?
I don't know. Well, what the hell for be a sweet toy for a kid, that's for sure. I bet there's gonna be no grass left in his yard come spring.
Now, are we talking like one of those 120s?
Yep.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Yeah, I see the... I am on the Motorcycle Life Expo website right now.
See, I didn't want to go to it because my computer doesn't like to multitask.
Are you going to go?
Oh, yes, I will be there.
Sweet. Presented by Dennis Kurt. You guys been
Talkin
up there?
Moto will be getting some exposure too, because I think my bike's going. So.
Oh, sweet. Trying to see.
Clayton's post on Facebook made me realize that I got to get some stuff going here. Pretty damn quick.
I know.
3 weeks, and we're gonna have a baby and about a month and a half to get ready. So that's what I'm starting. My workout regimen is February, and then I can start my bike project in February.
Are you just gonna run up and down your hill?
That's what I should do.
That's probably what I'm
That'd
gonna
be
do.
great
I'm just gonna
exercise.
come over, just cut it in a trail, so we can just run around your house.
When I get to the top, I'm gonna do that Rocky dance. When he gets to the top of all those steps.
And just jump up and down at the top.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like I won something.
Hang on.
Actually, that could be rather dangerous. Too many
What,
walnuts.
up and down the hill?
Way too easy
Oh,
to-
yeah, you
way too
would
easy
fall
to roll
down.
an ankle.
Yeah.
I gotta figure out. I want to double check. Doing some double checking.
Well, that's working well for us.
Well, is what the? I hate Facebook.
Hey, Scotty, have you seen that new KTM street bike that's coming out? I really want to get one. I think I need a motorcycle to fully live the motorcycle lifestyle. I need a street bike.
No, you don't.
I don't know. I think I want one, though. I think I want to get like a black leather jacket and like a black helmet with a black visor that you can't see through, or like a mirror visor, and just look really cool.
You can get that without the bike.
Just drive my truck with that on, or what?
Yeah. I mean, you walk into Menards, nobody's going to know you didn't show up on a bike.
Oh, it's true.
I'd have to do some serious digging. This was like last summer or 2 summers ago. I go to Menards and I'm walking by and I'm like, what the hell is this thing? It was like a dude took a crotch rocket and pretty much from, the gas tank on the crotch rocket. So as soon as the tank or the gas tank ends, like where your crotch would be, it's cut right there. And it has like a street glide rear end on this thing. So it's like half chopper, half crotch rocket.
That sounds like the dumbest thing ever.
It was weird looking. But if you guys go on to the Talkin Moto podcast Facebook page, Nick at Black Diamond, don't be mad, but I shared someone else's graphics. It's actually Josh Berryman. He was a winner of the MB1 suspension giveaway.
Aha.
So, yeah. So I ended up sending him the Talkin Moto logo. So I see they got that on the, looks like the swing arm and kind of the fender arches. So got some Talkin Moto rolling around the beautiful state of Arizona.
Sweet.
So I thought that was pretty cool. But I think he kind of does a lot of like woods and trail stuff, I believe, enduro stuff. But I thought it was neat, so I gave it a share. Facebook is confused.
It's always confused.
All right, we chit-chatted about the fantasy, Dungy. It's good to see Cooper Webb win. Fast in practice again. Same with Tomac. What do you guys think for this week? Who are your picks?
Ooh, that's tough. That's very tough. I would absolutely love to pick Tomac to go back to back. I really would, but I just don't know.
I think I got Roxon winning again. I think I got Kennard finally getting up to like third. He's got to get there.
I wonder if it will tell me.
But I think I got I don't know. I don't think it's going to be many surprises as time goes on here. It's going to be a few people that assert themselves as the dominant riders, and they'll start getting the whole shots and running up front every week. Hate to say it, but
What did Kennard get in the first round? Did he get
third, didn't he? Second or third?
I thought it was second.
Second.
Boy,
Pretty sure he got
I
second.
don't know why I was thinking he wasn't up there. He did get second.
Probably because he was nowhere near the front this week.
Yeah, see, that's
Maybe.
that was my point. Is let me bring it back up. Trey Kennard started 17th, so I think it's probably not. I don't want to say it's gonna be boring, but I think if Kennard can get a good start, I think he's obviously gonna finish closer to the front. You know, just like Tomac got a good start. Roxon got a good start. You know, Donji started 4th, ended 3rd. You know?
Did hell freeze over?
Why?
You just said Tomac got a good start.
No. He has the check for the whole shot. But, you know, I think kind of the same with... yeah, Millsaps, you know, all those guys all had good starts. Shorty had a good start. He got 7th. Ain't
Well,
bad. Not bad.
Good for him. Good for him.
What, I think I made a note of this. What do you guys think of Wilson? Just seems...
Cannot get used to him on a KTM.
You need to see him on a Kawasaki?
I don't know. It just doesn't seem right.
I want to know. I gotta look again.
I think he's kind of been underperforming, I would say.
Yeah, that's kind of what I was thinking.
What the? What the
Trying to find it here.
Text message. Matt texted me and said Kennard got third last week.
Whoops.
Yes, he did, because Anderson got second.
That's right.
God.
How,
Matt's always
how did you
correct.
get that one wrong, you guys? God, you're horrible.
That's it. Might as well-
I feel like nothing happened in the Anaheim one. I don't know. It was just... How come Matt's chat room is just black lines?
I don't know. I'm done with the chat room tonight. It is not working for me.
Oh, no.
I've tried
What?
on my phone. I've tried everything. It's just
What'd you
not.
Not working.
No.
Yeah, I don't know what he's got going on there. Yeah, I just kind of, I don't know if I'm expecting him to do a little bit better than he has been, but
I think everybody's expecting him to do better than he has been.
hasn't been good.
But once again, you're dealing with 20 big name guys that
Right.
it's hard to say who's better than who. Does anybody
I'm
else
kind of
think?
interested to see which big name guy doesn't qualify. Who's going to be the first big name guy to sit on the sidelines?
Yeah.
And I mean, like, maybe title contender.
I think it's coming. I mean, it wouldn't have taken much for Roxon not to qualify this week.
Yeah, you get a couple of bad starts. That can be the end of it for you.
Yep. I think one of my favorite things this last weekend was both Carmichael and Emig being 100% wrong on where you wanted to start. Both of them at the pre-race, whatever, said, gotta go inside tonight with that 180-degree turn. You gotta be on the inside. How well did that work?
Well, yeah, I mean, take a look. Maybe this is I don't think this is extreme. But look at Martin. Was that his heat race that he tangled? Was that Webb? Who did he run into?
How he did not go for a ride there, I don't know.
But, I mean, he had to have been, if he wasn't completely dead last, he was second to last. And he, come into that inside and hugged it in and actually came out pretty good for, I thought, where he started.
Oh, hell yeah, he came out in 5th.
Yeah. So, but
you had to get there without ending up in the middle.
Right. So did you like the start this week versus before?
I don't know.
Like, I would like it where you wouldn't have to be in 4 or 5 spots to, if you're not in those few spots, there's really no way you're going to get a good start.
I want to see more starts like Monster Cup. And I don't mean as far as having the split and all that. And I understand it can't be that long in a regular stadium. I get that. But why not, a start with one big ass sweeper, make it so they go all the way around the outside of the stadium on the start. So they're just hauling ass. I think that would be sweet. I like speed.
You heard it here, folks. Jason likes speed.
Among other things, like mushrooms.
Oh, heck. I need to look. Let's take a look. What do we got this weekend?
You guys ever smoke weed out of a walnut?
I'm going to have to go out on a limb and say no.
Are you asking me? Because I got a lot of walnut trees.
I know. That's why I was asking you.
Arlington. Oof. It's like a 90
I do
degree
not
this week.
condone such practices. Is it a tight 90 degree to another tight 90 degree? Because that's what I'm picturing.
It's looking like it's not tight. You could swoop around the outside. Looks like it's going to be a little double maybe. And as Jeff put it, a 3-5-3 maybe.
So
And then
not tight like a tiger.
Yeah, no. And then after that, step up, double, triple, hoop-de-bob, then you're into a tight 90.
Mm-hmm.
The one for San Diego, however, is a tight 90. But Arlington is for you, Jason.
Why?
Because that's kind of what you're talking about.
Wide open?
No, it looks like it's actually a short. Almost, it looks really short, but it really swoops around. There's no
I want
sharp.
to see Talladega turn.
Not happening.
Damn it. Someday you guys are going to figure out that I'm full of good ideas.
Right.
Vegas is a tight one. Hang on.
Ooh.
Oh, this is rather.
I did not pay any attention to Diana's ring.
Huh, what now?
I'm so glad everybody pays attention while we're on the air. That just, just makes this show super.
I heard ya. I think Jeff's gonna have to take care of that.
What? I asked her to marry me. She said yes. It's a big deal.
Did you whittle that ring?
I would never make a wood ring.
Oh shit!
Got it in a gumball machine.
Like, what the?
How pissed were you? I'd be pissed
What?
if I went to get a gumball and I got a ring.
Well, I was gonna say, who the hell gets any kind of prize in a gumball machine? Don't you just get a damn gumball?
I would think so.
Isn't that why you're putting your money in there? To get a gumball, not a
Yeah,
freaking
I don't
plastic
want a
ring?
freaking ring.
I don't even know why I said that.
Break a tooth on that damn thing.
Whoa.
Jeff is a diamond miner in his spare time. Ah, crap. Yeah, sorry, getting off subject.
No.
They have a subject to get off of, first of all, don't you?
Oh. Well, we were talking about who
You
we
can
think's
get
going
off
to win this
without a
weekend.
subject.
I think,
I believe that's called going solo.
Ah, you're picking up on it now. I was trying to decide how I could describe that without saying the word.
whoa. Jeff, who do you think's going to win
Win what?
this weekend?
What class?
450.
I said Roxon's gonna do it.
Think Tomac second?
I don't think so.
I think Tomac's outside the top 5.
I think Tomac's gonna have a bad weekend.
He's going to go back to getting horrible starts because his rev limiter light is going to malfunction.
So how is that? Why wouldn't they just do like what Cowie does and just have a actual start mode that you could just hold the throttle till the frickin' stops, and it'll only go to the RPM that you're supposed to be at
It's a really,
until you let the clutch out.
it's a really good question.
Seems like that would be a lot more foolproof than trying to rely on a frickin' light.
One would think.
Maybe Cowie's got a lock on that technology, but it seems like I don't know.
They probably have a lock on that technology for the
Production?
bikes they're going to sell, but I think as far as, yes, production, couldn't think of the word.
Yeah.
As far as being able to do it with their race bikes, I think they can probably do whatever the hell they want.
You'd think so. Huh. I don't know. That's a good question. I should probably work for Honda. But I'll stick to my day job.
Saving lives, selling lumber.
Yep.
You know it.
Although lately we haven't been saving much. Or selling much.
I haven't even been selling anything.
Why not? Isn't it booming up there? No house booms?
If by booming you mean the bottom fell out.
Oh,
Yeah.
damn it. Thanks a lot,
It's
Bush.
coming.
Thanks
It's
a lot.
coming. Bush.
I don't know. I'm going to go with... I'm going to put Roxon back on top. And I'm even going to put Tomax inside the top 5.
Ooh, that's risky.
Ballsy, I know.
I didn't say ballsy. I said risky.
And then... So Roxon, Tomac, maybe even a Kennard. Kennard will get in there.
I think I'm going to pick Kennard for a win this week.
Wouldn't be bad. I'll throw Donji in the 4th spot. And then I'll put Millsaps. Millsaps for another 5th.
Be good to see him. I'd like to see him on the podium.
Millsaps?
Yeah. Sorry, the podium. What happened here? I mean,
What?
I know I took Valium at break time, but what happened to you guys? Cripes.
I just in La La Land.
Jeff's building his iPad.
You guys all
No, that
inhaling
thing's good to
carbon
go.
monoxide.
Speaking of that, is it fixed? Is it good?
It seems to be good.
Did it work fine, honey? Did I pick? Yeah. Oh, I'm a damn genius.
Like I said, seems to be good. I know that because Laura told me.
Oh.
Gotta get back over to this other side. Hey, speaking of, who was the guy or the family from Minnesota that did the KTM Junior?
Schlegels.
And he got, did he win it? Or
Third.
got 3rd?
Yeah, 3rd.
That's pretty cool.
Hell yeah, it was awesome.
Oh, hang on. Come on, computer.
That has to be just like being in heaven for those little kids.
Yeah.
So they get treated like rock stars when they do that.
It would be a pretty sweet experience.
Too bad they're so young, they probably won't remember it.
They had GoPros. They'll remember. I can't remember if I was reading this.
No, you dreamt it.
Dreamt it. Someone. Okay. To you guys, does Malcolm Stewart look big on a 250?
Yes.
Well, he is. He is big on it. I mean, yeah, he looks big on it.
Or maybe they said it was, he looked, well, they were talking about the whoops, I think. I don't know if this was must have been a comment section, but it was like, Malcolm looks too big on a 250. Then they're yakking about the whoops. But it was like, did you see Malcolm? Like, he was hauling ass through the whoops. But
Yeah, didn't he get a few? I thought he had a couple rough moments through him, but
He did. I was kind of waiting for him to just explode in that LCQ.
he doesn't always fare well on whoops. It seems like he tries to go maybe too fast. A few times it looked like he dropped into him, and he was surprisingly, I think he's big enough to be able to pull out of it, if that makes any sense. Like looked like his front tire would kind of drop in, and then he would have to work really hard to lift it out to get it back above the whoops or on top of them. But
maybe,
Sometimes
I don't think Tyler Bowers looks that big on his bike.
No,
Is
I
it just
don't
me,
think
or does he not seem like he's huge?
I
He's
think,
bigger than, like, in that heat race when he was battling Justin Hill, which was an awesome heat race. He looked pretty big next to Hill, but when he's out there by himself, I don't think he looks that weird on it.
No. And I can't believe I forgot.
He's not like Pastrana big.
I can't believe I almost forgot about that. But that was some pretty good racing between those two.
Yeah.
You know, it's like...
It was real good.
Yeah, they kept it, from what I saw, nice and clean and running in on each other.
Could not believe that Hill found real estate in that corner and made it work like he did. I mean, holy crap.
Well, and then the thing, who he was doing it to.
Yeah, and considering I thought they were going to both clip each other in the air
Yeah.
right before that, and for them to go into that corner the way they were, I thought they're both going to end up on the ground.
You know,
I
I
think
thought
Hill
it was
was just thinking, you know what, this guy's big enough that if I bounce off of him, we're both going to stay up and we're good. 4 turn better than 2.
that was a good battle, and then I was telling Matt, I said, what happens here when Reed was in like 5th and he was coming up on Josh Grant, who was in 4th in the heat race? Is he gonna force it past Josh Grant to make sure he gets in through the heat, or is he gonna? What's he gonna do? And then all of a sudden it turned into a good battle where there was like 3 guys. Like Seeley was coming up on him, and then it was a big battle. And Grant ended up dropping anchor, but.
Let's say what ended up happening there, because there's like 2 laps left. I swear Grant was still in 3rd, and they went away from him, and all of a sudden he's in 6th.
Yeah.
He got rattled, I think, by just the freight train that was coming.
Yeah, just kind of pulled a typical Grant. And
He's kind of terrible this year. I mean, terrible maybe isn't the best way to describe it, but he's just.
If you were out there racing, Jeff, you'd know what it's like.
I know, but I just can't see how whoever hired him. Like, what was the point? I told Matt, I said the only reason he hired him is because that way he could have 2-2 and 3-3, and next thing you know, he'll hire Chisholm.
yeah.
He'll have 1-1, 2-2, and 3-3. I can't see any other reason other than the bikes look good next to each other.
I don't know. I thought Grant looked good this weekend, early on. I mean, he looked good in that heat race, but
There's just so many other guys though that were available that. I mean, maybe he's not paying him much, I guess, but
yeah,
he's not even likely to be there all year. That's the thing with Grant. You never know. He's likely to be on the sidelines before too long.
yeah, I hear you. I think it has more to do with the fact that they're buddies than anything.
Yeah. Everybody knows hiring your friends is a bad idea.
Damn right it is.
You asshole. This is probably not going to end well.
Just pull the
Especially
plug.
when you hire them and you don't get to be their boss.
It's okay. It's better that way.
Is it?
I don't know. I'm pushing to get a change made, but I doubt it'll ever happen there, so. She'll probably fire me before that happens, so.
It's the worst that can happen.
I have to live with you. Foreclose on my house.
Come on over.
Alright. Well, my wife would for sure leave me then. Oh, she's not in here. Never mind.
She'd leave you
I thought
because
she was...
you'd come and live with me and leave her.
Oh, there she is. She's back. 3 weeks, people. 3 weeks. They're going to fillet my wife up and get that baby out.
Dun, dun, dun. I cannot believe that's 3 weeks away already. Holy crap.
What?
I know, you should probably get over here and get this nursery finished up.
You haven't asked me. I'll come help. You want it to look like crap, right?
I need doors painted and a a dresser fixed and closet organizer built. So, no big deal.
See, I'd love to come help you, but I'm just nervous that I wouldn't be able to perform up to your standards. You'd spend more time fixing my mistakes, and it wouldn't be worth me coming over to help.
Yeah, Jeff, I think you've been kind of nursing this baby thing long enough. Time to have
About 9 months.
it. Enough's enough already.
Technically, only 8 1/4 months.
Well, she's 36 weeks. So whatever that amounts to.
If it involves numbers, don't ask me. We've already established this.
That was awfully nice of them fellers to help her out of her sticky situation.
Oh.
Well, she'd have been fine if she'd have just went inside, because she had already called me, and I was already on my way to pick Thor up from school.
Oh.
So I was like I was at Galaxy and 160th, and I got the call. She's like, "You can turn around." Someone stopped and helped me get unstuck. I said, "What do you mean?" She's like, "Well, they saw me shoveling snow and pulled over, and then they saw I was pregnant, and they're like, yeah, you shouldn't be doing that. We'll help you out."
Well, regardless, that was super nice of them.
Yeah. Well, then I found out she was stuck, not in the ditch like I thought she was. She was just stuck because she turned too sharp, backing out of here, and ended up in the snowbank that I made with the Bobcat. So.
Uh-huh.
I wasn't supposed to tell anyone that.
Oops.
It was funny as hell because the other day I noticed I had backed the truck right up to my front door, and it was like literally parked in 5 feet in front of my front door, and then Laura took the truck the next day, and then the truck was parked back there, and then yesterday I noticed there was tracks through my front yard, and I was wondering, I asked her if she had a little trouble backing in. she took it wide and drove right through the yard.
Everything's a driveway.
Yeah. When it's all full of snow, everything's fair game.
It's hard looking at a screen.
Your driveway is hard to negotiate, kind of.
I've caught myself. Well, I hit the garbage can once or twice, and I've backed in. I've ended up in 46, which is always a good idea when you're not even caring about traffic and you end up in the road on accident.
I just about ended up in the ditch last Saturday night. And next thing I do, I'm like, oh, I'm in the middle of the highway. I guess I should probably just go.
Yeah. It's a lot shorter than you think, Jason.
It really is. I mean, I was just about to the ditch on the other side of the road, and I didn't even realize it. And then I saw that I had an audience. I'm like, yeah. This is
You know why? It's because I was looking at you going, oh, I hope he doesn't back into the... No, maybe it was when Grant was leaving. Yeah, it was. Because I had my truck parked on the one side, and I was hoping Grant didn't try to back up and run into my truck. But I'd like to look out
the worst that was going to happen was me, is I was going to end up in the ditch. But...
Yeah. I like to look out as Thor calls it, the balcony window. I don't know why he thinks it's a balcony, I guess, but...
It's kind of like a balcony.
If you get in it, I suppose.
Yeah.
Ooh.
If you get in it and preach.
This would be one hell of a commute for you guys, but I'm gonna go to this. So I went to it last year. His name, I'm gonna butcher his last name, so I apologize. But it's Ryan Sahanic, I believe is how you pronounce it. So he is gonna try and set the world record wheelie.
Is he going to have a proper radiator this time?
I think he might have had a proper radiator. I think just the stud from the front wheel hopefully won't find his way through the radiator.
Uh-huh.
How long are we talking here?
Oh, there's all kinds of rules. You have to carry it for a certain distance. I don't know if it's meters or if it's 200 feet, whatever that is in meter. I don't know. I'll have to look into it, but I don't know.
I highly doubt it's 200 feet.
Why not?
Oh, wait, on ice?
On ice.
It's specifically on ice?
Yeah.
So does he just go in a circle?
No. Straight.
Oh, he's limited by the size of the lake then.
Well, he does it.
It's like Michigan, dude.
It is not. It's not.
It would
He
be
just
if
goes
I
across.
did it.
He goes from Chicago to whatever's the other side of Lake Michigan.
Well, I'm pretty sure Milwaukee's on Lake Michigan.
Oh, there you go.
So there
Chicago
you
to
go.
Milwaukee.
I want to see a wheelie from Milwaukee to Chicago.
Does that lake freeze all the way across?
Michigan, I do not know. I do know that my wife's dad, I don't know if you knew some buddies, they went out ice fishing. And they drove out and they're doing their fishing. And when they left to go back, they started driving. And the big chunk of ice that they were on had broken off.
That would suck.
So, guess we're going back to fishing, guys, because we're not getting home. Alright, I'm going to find this quick. See if I can.
So this is the second attempt, or what? Last time his radiator blew?
No, he said it last year, but I don't know if someone else
Did he set it and forget it, like Ron Popeil?
He put it down somewhere and forgot where it was. All right, give me a second. Ice King, they called it.
Well, I would think you could just set up like a big oval and ride a wheelie in an oval and go on for as long as you got gas.
No. It's not.
I'd like to see you do that, Jeff.
It's a speed. It's the fastest wheelie on ice.
Oh, well, that's different. You didn't really specify. I assumed it was the longest wheelie on ice.
Yeah. Okay. So this is an article. It said it took him 50 runs on a 200-meter ice drag strip to break the 2013 ice wheelie speed record of 108.5 miles an hour. So I think it's 109.5 is where he's at now.
That would be fun. I should learn to wheelie again.
So, but yeah, it was pretty cool. It was me, Chad, and Andy from the Open Mic. We went out there, and that was sweet. It was pretty cool.
What is it?
It is Saturday, January 31st.
Oh, you're gonna freeze.
Norm's Hideaway.
It's gonna be warm, man.
Big heat wave coming, I hear.
Yep. Going to be warm.
But yeah, I don't remember.
That's good. Maybe I won't get into a car accident when I'm bringing my new baby home from the hospital.
You probably shouldn't do that.
Yeah, I did it with our first kid. He turned out okay.
Define okay.
He didn't even wake up during the accident, so.
That could be not a good thing.
Well, he was sleeping. Let's say.
We actually, I was talking to Andy over the weekend. He thought that Ryan might be down for coming on. If you want.
Oh wow! Have you guys seen the forecast?
Negative.
39 on Saturday and Sunday, and 37 on Friday. 33 on
man.
Thursday. This is outrageous.
It's gonna be a
And
frickin'
staying in the 30s.
slop fest.
Wow, that would be fantastic. The only thing that sucks is we're not going to get any snow for Sora's birthday, which is Thursday, because we wanted to go sledding in the backyard. Maybe we still can.
It's gotta be enough right now, isn't there?
Yeah, maybe. You just feel all the walnuts poke you in the butt when you get on the hill. Doesn't feel very good.
Nah, no big deal.
All right, boys. 1, I
Kill
have
it.
to pee. 2, I haven't ate supper yet.
God. Did you already have
Silly.
that baby, Jeff? Because I'm hearing a
just
whole
silly.
lot of crying.
Where are these bugs coming from? There's bugs in my wife's plants.
They're probably Probably aphids in there.
Damn. Did you say AFib?
I said aphids
Ah,
with a D.
real good.
Bugs that live in plants.
Pull the plug. I'm hanging up on you guys in 3 seconds.
All right, guys. Thanks for hanging out,
Promise?
listening. Please, you do that for us. If you haven't already, talkinmoto.com. Get on Fantasy. Jeff, I'm not going to text you and ask for your picks.
I was out of town and I was busy. Damn it. I was plumbing and doing a really bad job at it.
I was nervous too, because it was what, like 3:30, Scott? I'm like, shit, I haven't made my picks yet.
Yeah, I changed it. So and I think this is pretty fair because they're all live. So if you're watching the races and you haven't got your pick, then it's too late. So
You think?
yeah, you're done.
I was thinking about turning mine in on Sunday.
So I'm gonna say, so when I'm watching the race on Sunday, I can't put my picks in.
If you're watching them live, you cannot.
Oh,
submit
so I can put my picks in on Sunday. Because
As
then I
long as
wouldn't
you
be
haven't
watching
seen
it
the
live.
results. Don't be a cheater.
I'm gonna start docking.
I'll take
people.
your word.
So, all right, guys.
Doesn't
thanks.
matter. You're not gonna get the points right anyway.
Yeah, I'm gonna. Yeah. How in the hell do
You
you
can
get?
watch the simple math.
How do you get negative points in a fantasy league? I don't know.
I'm gonna send you the world's biggest calculator.
Have you seen my picks? They're bad enough to get negative points.
All right, guys. We'll catch you later.
See ya.
Peace.